So, what does that word unwelcome really mean? It's a word we hear all the time, but let's be honest, it can feel a little blurry, kind of subjective. Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through all that confusion because it turns out there's a simple, really powerful definition that can totally change how we look at our interactions with each other.
Have you ever been in a situation where a line just felt like it was crossed? Or maybe you've wondered if you were the one crossing it. That's the exact feeling we're going to unpack. Using our source material, we're going to find the clear line that separates a totally friendly gesture from an unwelcome one.
All right, let's start by building a solid foundation here. What does unwelcome actually mean? Let's get right to the core of it.
Okay, here's the definition. And I want you to notice something crucial here, a big shift in perspective. It's not about the intent of the person doing the action, not at all. It's all about the impact on the person receiving it. The real power of this definition lies with the recipient. And that one idea, well, it changes everything.
So it really just boils down to two simple tests, and both are from the recipient's point of view. Number one, they don't want it. Number two, they find it offensive. That's it. See, it's not about trying to guess someone's intentions. It's about actually respecting their experience. It's a simple framework, but it's incredibly powerful.
Now, to really get what unwelcome is, I think the best way to do it is to put it right next to its opposite. So let's compare the two paths an interaction can take, the welcome path versus the unwelcome one.
This visual right here just lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the green check mark. That's welcome behavior, the kind that builds connection. And on the other, the red X, that's unwelcome behavior, which, well, it just creates division and discomfort. Let's break down exactly what that looks like.
First up, let's talk about the dynamic of the interaction itself. A welcome interaction is reciprocal. It's a two-way street, right? Think of a good conversation or a high five. But an unwelcome one, it's completely one-sided. It's something being done to someone, not with them.
And that one-sidedness, it almost always leads to an issue of power. Welcome interactions, they're built on a foundation of equality. But unwelcome behavior, it thrives in an imbalance, where one person uses their power, whether it's social, physical, or professional, over someone else.
And what does that power imbalance actually do to a person? Well, it strips away their control. In a welcome interaction, you have agency. You feel in control of the situation. But in an unwelcome one, that control is just gone, and it leaves you feeling powerless.
Ultimately, it often comes down to a really simple gut check. Welcome interactions feel good. Unwelcome interactions feel bad. It really is that fundamental.
And socially, the effects are just as clear. Welcome behavior makes us feel open, seen, and appreciated. But unwelcome behavior feels invasive. It's demeaning. It's like a violation of your personal space that kind of tells you that you're less valued.
And the psychological impact, wow, it can be profound. Welcome interactions build us up, right? They boost our self-esteem. But unwelcome ones can tear us down, causing real, lasting harm to our self-worth. This isn't just about a fleeting moment of discomfort. We're talking about a lasting wound.
Okay, we need to talk about something really critical now, a common and frankly often dangerous misunderstanding about how people respond when behavior is unwelcome. This next point from our source material is so important.
This quote right here is everything. Let's just let it sink in for a second. Just because someone doesn't say no, it absolutely does not mean yes. Silence is not consent. I'll say it again. Silence is not consent. People stay quiet for so many reasons. Fear, shock, that power imbalance we just talked about. We can never, ever assume silence means the behavior is welcome. And our source material adds another crucial layer here. Some actions just don't need interpretation. Some things are so obviously inappropriate, so blatant, that they are, by their very nature, unwelcome. There's just no gray area there, period.
So where does all of this leave us? Why does it even matter? Well, because understanding this definition isn't just some academic exercise. It's a tool. It's a tool for building safer, more respectful spaces for every single one of us. So let's lock in these key takeaways. 1. The power to define unwelcome is with the recipient. That's it. 2. Welcome is mutual and feels good. Unwelcome is one-sided and feels bad. And 3, probably the most critical lesson of all, silence does not mean yes. And that brings us to the final question, the one I really want to leave you with. We have the framework now. The question is no longer, what does it mean? The question is now, what do we do with it?
How can each of us use this understanding to make sure our own actions create spaces of respect, not discomfort? That's the challenge for all of us. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.